New heat out in the water. Bettylou Sakura Johnson against Sally Fitzgibbons. So it's going to be the second year, the sophomore year for Bettylou against the veteran Sally Fitzgibbons in this heat number 4. I'm Kaipo along with the 78 world champ Rabbit Bartholomew. Bugs, welcome to the set, and thanks for joining us. We got some action.
Now, Bettylou was really the most active the other day at Winky Pop. She was on fire.
Here's a replay. Sally Fitzgibbons in the mix as well, Bugs.
Yeah, this would be a great challenge here. Sally's pretty much on the comeback trail. She had a morning, everybody.
Well, we're going to start off right here with Bettylou Sakura Johnson. She is, like I said, a sophomore on the championship tour. Had to battle her way through the Challenger Series after not getting confirmed in the 2022 cut. So she's a victim of that, had to go back to the Challenger Series, went through that Challenger Series.
Both Bettylou and Sally were really fired up at Winky Pop. This wave here, we're seeing a lot of zigging and zagging back and forward, trying to keep the speed and in the power of the wave. Here's a little pocket for her. Nice little snap there. And here we go, trying to get in the flow now. Here's a big move.
Yeah, so that's the second wave for Sally Fitzgibbons.
And they have only had one scoring ride each, both in the 4 range. So very locked up, looking for a bit of quality. They would have seen what that Caroline and Isabella particularly got better quality waves. And that was the difference.
Yeah, wave selection is going to be key, and we're going to tip our hat to a little bit of luck as well today in these conditions. Sally Fitz working this one over, looking to improve upon the 3. May not have just done that.
Yeah, look, the waves are really challenging today, and overlapping too. It's tricky that first 20 minutes. You know, obviously the other heat has priority, so you know, I didn't really even get a wave in the first. I don't even think I took off till I had like a 20-minute heat out there, which I wasn't planning on doing, but that's kind of the way it happened, and I just was like, all right, stay calm, stay calm. But
also, she's had success here. Semifinals in 2018, semifinals in 2019 for Caroline Marks. She's one step closer to replicating that. She's in the quarterfinals now. Bettylou Sakura Johnson with a nice snap to finish. Again, the mark she needs, a 3.34 to take the lead off of Sally Fitzgibbons in the non-priority heat. The tickety-boos are not going to get you any points out here. It's the major maneuvers. Here we go with a replay. This is Bettylou Sakura Johnson, Bugs.
Yeah, it lines up here nicely, and she didn't get an open face.
Sally Fitz on the move. She had a spectacular opening round heat, one of the higher heat totals of that round. Sally Fitzgibbons finds a track on the inside, has to fight through that section, steepens up on the shore break, it needs to get to it, does for the finish. So Sally Fitz kicking out there, and a 4.08 will give her the lead.
One maneuver on the outside, and it was just a cutback. We'll see how that scores. Sally also, this wave, this is the contrast. Look how hard she'll work on this wave to get all the way through to the shore break. Now she's just tacking back to stay with the power, to even just stay on the wave. She battles her way through this. She knows there's a section down the line. She needs to get one return in on the shore break. Yes, she pulls it off.
Going back to live action right now, under 2 minutes from Molly. It's going to be Sally Fitz in the non-priority heat. Finds a gem on the inside. Nice series of maneuvers for Sally Fitzgibbons. Glenn Pang board looking sharp under her foot. That opening snap would have been enough for Molly to take the lead off of Sophie McCulloch if she was on that wave.
Here's this Bettylou getting up and riding in the break. A nice slash there. I love the way that she does her snaps. So compressed and throws so much water. Working this one in, but it doesn't really look like it has much to offer. You know, she is in the priority heat now, so I feel like she needs to really try to get one of those bigger, punchier waves.
Here's Sally, Bugs.
Yeah, this is a great exchange here between the two champion surfers, the youngster and the veteran. Going back to Bettylou's wave, when we finished Sally, she's sticking with this wave. This is wave number 9 for Sally Fitzgibbons. She's worked so hard. She's keeping that board in perpetual motion, Laura.
That's what Sally is so good at. She's done that since she was a Grom.
That's something to pay attention to, and we're going to pay attention to Bettylou Sakura Johnson right now, because she's behind and she needs a 5.27. And one of the things to get that 5.27 is going complete right there on the final maneuvers, which she did, Laura.
Yeah, we'll have a look at those 2 replays and see what went down. But Bettylou, yeah, needing 5.2. I don't know if that wave had any big moments in it, but
it's pretty athletic. 40-minute heats in these overlapping heat format. Here we go, Laura. This is the replay of Betty.
Yeah, it had stood up right here. This is the big part of the wave section. She slashed that there, and then another big turn. So that is what she is very happy about, and just wanting to finish off here on the inside. Bettylou works her way through, and this is where we sort of came in before and saw her finish off this wave, but it was a runner and she was able to.
Ringing the bell. I love that intent. I love that mental space that she has. What do you think, Bugs?
Yeah, she's really got a strong mental state, and that was a good download with the coach, and he said move earlier.
Molly Picklum and her coach Glenn Micro Hall. You notice Molly Picklum has a 26 on her jersey? She picked that number because Glenn Micro Hall had 25 on his jersey when he was on the championship tour. She wanted to do one better than her coach, Laura.
I love him.
She was looking really good, and now she has to go into a quality. She needs a quality wave.
Let's see what this wave has in store for Sally Fitz. Short arcing turn. Eases through a cutback. And the wave just dissipates.
Yeah, that wave probably didn't have that wall on it, Laura, and it never really looked like doing anything.
Meanwhile, Sakura getting loose on the dance floor.
Huge first turn there from Betty, but it just went flat. Bettylou, she's got that 3rd under her belt already, so that was a really important heat for her to jump up and solidify her spot in the rankings.
Yeah, well, Sally had the 5th and 2 9ths. Bettylou had a 3rd and 2 9ths, so this was a really critical heat. Now Bettylou's moved through the quarter, so minimum 5th.